Hey guys, Elle here. I'm here today with another video tutorial to show you guys how to use the newest plugin recently added to Vanilla, Chest Shops. Basically, this plugin uses signs added to chests to help facilitate the buying and selling of goods across the server, using what we're calling here as V-diamonds. Add a sign to a chest, write the appropriate information on said sign, press enter, and voila, your shop is made. If you haven't already, you're going to notice a nifty little pop-up shop right across from the info building in New SD called, well, Shop. Basically, it's there for you if you need a quick reference on the details to help you set up your shop using chest shop signs. Alright guys, it's time. Let's take a look at every detail in this pop-up shop so that you guys can have a better idea in implementing these shop signs in your own shops. You can pretty much use any type of sign you want when creating your shop. Oak, dark oak, spruce, you name it. The shop will work as long as the sign is 1 block away from the chest you wish to sell items from. Any of these variations is feasible, however the sign below the chest isn't that common due to the fact that it gets slightly cut off. You can take a look at these two examples here of what is most common to see. These are the easiest to browse items from, as it can become a little confusing once you start adding multiple chests into your shop. Keep in mind that the only container a shop will recognize is a traditional chest. Attempting to place a shop sign on a barrel or a shulker box will just result in the sign popping off with a message in chat telling you this shop could not be created. The sign's default font color is black, therefore you will not be able to dye your signs to any other color. Choose your sign type wisely, as on darker colors the writing will be hard to read. When creating your shop sign, there's 4 lines you want to take into account. The first is your IGN, or in-game name, and it's important to understand that if the rest of the syntax of the shop sign is entered correctly, your IGN will fill in automatically. Therefore, it's kind of unnecessary to type it in, and you avoid any spelling mistakes. The second line is the number of items you wish to sell or buy per transaction. So if you want to sell 1 stack, then you're writing 64. If you're selling 2 stacks, you're writing 128, and so on and so forth. Line 3 is where you state if you're buying an item from a player or selling it to them, and at what price. The syntax is most commonly seen as how we set up chests to sell items to other players. This is written as a capital B for buy, followed by the price. So in this example, 1 torch is being sold by Eljanel for 1 diamond. Okay. Let's deviate for just a few seconds. We're here with Wise, who has set up a shop sign where he has chosen to simultaneously sell items to and purchase items from players all from the same chest. So when I come up to this chest as a client to his shop, left-clicking the sign will essentially make me spend 2 of my virtual diamonds to receive 64 of his nether brick, and right-clicking the sign will then sell the 64 nether brick back to him, allowing me to receive 1 of my virtual diamonds back. Okay, so to set this up properly, I'm going to recreate what he's done here so that you can kind of see what it looks like when you're typing it in. On the 3rd line, omitting the B and the S, just jump straight into writing on the left-hand side of the colon what you're selling the item to the player for, and on the right-hand side what you're buying it for. And then the item info on the last line, which I'll get to in just a second. As you can see, it automatically fills in for you, and you have a fully functioning shop that's ready to use. The 4th and last line is pretty much just the name of the item you will be stocking. There are 3 ways of obtaining this information. The first way is to hold the item in your hand and to enter /iteminfo into chat and press enter. A message will then pop up in chat revealing the item's information that should appear on the sign. The second way is to type a question mark and click the sign with the item in hand. The item name will show up and you will be ready to stock the product. The third way is to stock the chest before writing up the sign. Once the chest is filled, you can proceed to write up your sign, typing a question mark on the 4th line, and proceeding to press done. The item information will then fill in automatically for you, taking the item info of the product you put into the chest before starting. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the shop signs. If you have any questions, ask me in-game. Reference yourself to this pop-up shop anytime you want. I will be releasing another video on virtual diamonds, so stay tuned for that. And just remember that whoever's name you put on these signs is the only person who will have access to the chest. So sign safely. Bye guys! Nobody's around? Shop.
Just chop chop at the shop, just sign.